This is a podcast from Planet Radio Huddersfield. For more information, go online to planetradio.ning.com.
Good morning everybody, you're listening to the Feel Good Hour with me, Danielle, on Planet Radio Huddersfield. Today on the show I have funny drunken stories for you. If you have any of your own to share or you would like to embarrass any of your friends, let us know on facebook.com/Planet Radio Huddersfield.
Show Coco, let's get loco. I will be on air Friday, Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 12 to hear the best variety of music from all around the world. Ciao!
Broadcasting live from Huddersfield, online at planetradio.ning.com and on social media. This is Planet Radio Huddersfield.
Good morning everybody, you're listening to Feel Good Hour with me, Danielle, on Planet Radio Huddersfield. Today on the show I have funny drunken stories for you guys, so don't forget to tweet us. We'll be checking the Twitter feed all day, so you have any stories to share, any music requests, or if you want to just tell us how good or even bad we're doing, let us know at Planet Hood. Right now I have Foster People with Pumped Up Kicks.
On Twitter at Planet Hoods and at News Planet Radio. Planet Radio Huddersfield.
There we had Pumped Up Kicks by Foster the People. I'm still absolutely loving that track. So the first story I have to share with you guys today is from Rhiannon in Leeds, who says she went to Leeds Festival with her friend. When they got there, they drank everything they had because they didn't really know what else to do with it. About 10 minutes before Eminem went on stage, which is the main reason they wanted to go, she passed out. The guy next to her, a big guy with tattoos all over, picked her up and crowd surfed her to the front, where she was taken off to a St John's ambulance tent, which is where she spent the rest of the night. Have you ever missed something you really wanted to see because you had too much to drink beforehand? Or do you have any drunken stories you would like to share with us here at the Feel Good Hour? Then let us know at facebook.com/Planet Radio Huddersfield or send us a tweet at Planet Hood. More drunken stories up next, but first here's Young Folks.
Planet Radio Huddersfield. On Facebook at facebook.com/Planet Radio Huddersfield.
That was okay by Ingrid Michelson. So today the show is all about your funniest drunken moments. So tweet us your stories at Planet Hoods or send us a comment on facebook.com/Planet Radio Huddersfield. I've just had one from Becky saying that she was getting a piggyback and she fell off and smashed her face and missed the first week of uni. How embarrassing. Poor Becky. So again, if you have any stories, please tweet us at Planet Hoods. Here's another story from Adam at Manchester University. He had been out for a friend's birthday and had been separated from his friends. Knowing that everyone was heading to a house party afterwards, he thought he would just head there. When he got to the house and found he was in a living room he had never seen before and that the only person in there was a pensioner asleep in an armchair, he decided to call it a night and went home. Can't say I've ever heard of anyone walking into the complete wrong house before. How drunk do you have to be to forget where your friend lives? There's another one from an unnamed student at Sheffield University who was drunk in a club and they fell down the stairs, and when no one helped them up, they just decided to sleep where they were. Again, if you have any stories you would be willing to share with us today, please get in touch. Here's Billy Idol with Dancing With Myself.
For more from Planet Radio at any time, visit our website, planetradio.ning.com.
There we had Billy Idol with Dancing With Myself. You're listening to the Feel Good Hour here on Planet Radio Huddersfield. Now I've got a story here from Emily in Nottingham. She had had a very heavy night for her birthday. She was helped home by a friend. And when she woke up in the morning, she realised that she had been asleep all night on the floor of her friend's bathroom. And another Emily here said that she was at a club dancing wildly and embarrassingly to the Backstreet Boys and the Spice Girls, which her friends had ever so kindly filmed and posted to Facebook, Twitter and YouTube the next morning. Have your friends ever caught you on film pulling some extreme moves that you wouldn't ever dream about while sober? Let us know on Twitter at Planet Hoods or facebook.com/Planet Radio Huddersfield. I'll be reading out any listener stories throughout the show today here at Planet Radio. Here's I Love You Baby by The Original. That was I Love You Baby by The Original. Now, I've just had another tweet from Christopher Brooke, who says a friend of his was drunk and asked to leave Tokyo's in Huddersfield and then tried to pay for a taxi with a leaf he found on the ground. That is so funny. I can't believe he tried to pay for a taxi with a leaf. Do you have any stories of friends or of yourself that you would like to share with us? Tweet us at Planet Huds or comment us facebook.com/Planet Radio Huddersfield. Now, when I was preparing for my show last night, I thought I would have a scroll through a few internet forums and see what embarrassing stories were out there. Here's a few that I found. One guy said that he woke up in his room completely naked, and when he asked that infamous question, what happened last night, he was told that he had stripped off and proceeded to run around his flat thinking that he was Jack Bauer. Another guy has said that while he was on a lad's holiday in Magaluf, they thought it would be a great idea to go swimming in the sea in the middle of the night. Only when they were all in a lot of pain did they realise that there were hundreds of jellyfish in there with them. They all spent the next day feeling very sorry for themselves. Coming up soon, I have R. Kelly with Ignition, and of course the news is coming up in around 2 minutes. Please give us a tweet at Planet Huds, or if you'd like to comment the news team at News Planet Radio, or visit our Facebook site, facebook.com/Planet Radio Huddersfield. We also have a website, planetradio.ning.com. Any tweets that you send us will be shared throughout the show, and it'd be really nice to hear from you all. So I've got another story here. It's from... Sorry, let's just have a look on the internet here. A guy here said that he got home from a very heavy night out, fell asleep in his bath after vomiting in there. When his parents found him in the morning, they were very, very disappointed in him. I can imagine. I don't imagine that was very nice to clean up in the morning, especially when you've had a heavy night. So please tweet us at Planet Huds and facebook.com/Planet Radio Huddersfield. The time is now 11:29, and up next is the news.
On Twitter at Planet Huds and at News Planet Radio. The Feel Good Hour.
R. Kelly and Muse there. So I have some more stories from the internet here now. One guy said he found his flatmate outside the door, covered in blood, with his clothes all ripped and shredded. He had thought it a good idea to try and get home in a trolley. The police found him, and so he ran and fell over a wall, hence the ripped and bloodied clothes. Do you have any stories you'd like to share with us today? Please tweet us at Planet Huds or visit us on Facebook, facebook.com/Planet Radio Huddersfield. Here's Staying Alive. That was finally there. You're listening to Planet Radio Huddersfield. If you have any stories to share with us today, please tweet us at Planet Huds or comment on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Planet Radio Huddersfield. Now, there's a story here about a student that got very drunk in Oceana in Leeds and decided to pick a fight with a bouncer. The guy only weighs about 8 stone, so you can imagine he's obviously just a very skinny guy. He got kicked out of the club and spent the rest of the night preaching to random people outside the club, convincing them that he was a nice guy and that they should give the bouncers a good character reference for him. Now, if your friends ever done anything stupid on a night out, been drunk, or if you've got any stories you'd like to share yourself, please give us a tweet at Planet Huds. Here's Earthquake by Labyrinth. That was Labyrinth and Tiny Temper there with Earthquake. You're listening to Planet Radio Huddersfield, and the time is 11:50.
Planet Radio Huddersfield. For more from Planet Radio at any time, visit our website, planetradio.ning.com.
So there's still time to get in touch with us here at the Feel Good Hour at Planet Huds, or comment us on facebook.com/Planet Radio Huddersfield. On tomorrow's show, we'll be talking about your funniest work or university stories. So if you have anything that's happened to you that you would be willing to share, or something that you still laugh about at work or from university, then please let us know. Facebook or Twitter, or even comment on our website, which is planetradio.ning.com. Up next, I've got Two Can Play That Game. That was Two Can Play That Game. Now I've got the final story for the show here. It's about a guy who was at a party at his friend's farm. He asked where the toilets were and set off to the house. When he came out of the toilet, he found he was being stared in the face by a complete stranger who was looking very angry. He had turned up at the complete wrong house. Now that's all I have time for today, but join me tomorrow for my last show at 11 o'clock. Up next is Jade Kelly, but I'll leave you with Will Smith. That was Switched by Will Smith. Thank you very much for listening to my show today. Please don't forget to visit our Facebook page, facebook.com/Planet Radio Huddersfield, and follow us on Twitter at Planet Huds. Up next is Jade Kelly with her show for the next hour. On tomorrow's show, I was talking about your funny work and university stories, so please send in any that you have, and I'll be reading them out in tomorrow's show. Don't forget at Planet Huds on Twitter.
Thank you for listening to this Planet Radio podcast. For more podcasts and information about Planet Radio, go to planetradio.ning.com.